The Malt Liquor Project, Schlitz V.S.L, high gravity, 8.5. What you know about that? What you know about that? In the Schlitz mug that somebody gave me yesterday. What you know about that? I'm going to tell you what I know about that. Anyway, going on, Schlitz malt liquor entered this world in 1965 to represent all that was important about malt liquor, you understand? So when Schlitz malt liquor came out in 1965, it was marketed towards white people, upper middle class white country club attending people. If you don't believe me, just look at the old ads. They suggested drinking it from a rocks glass, on the rocks, and with a an orange wedge. No joke. For whatever reason, in the mid-70s, it began to reorient their marketing approach toward a different segment of the population. But anyhow, Schlitz malt liquor became so popular. Now, I wrote a letter to the Schlitz Brewing Company in 1996 because they are the people who bought Schlitz in 1982. And I said, can you send me information about your beer? And certainly they did. They sent me this wonderful brochure all about Schlitz, Stroh's and Schlitz and whatnot, with all kind of magazine articles and so much paperwork on all the different beers from Detroit, Michigan. And then they had this other little brochure in here all about their beer. Many of them do not exist anymore, like the Augsburger line. But it was fascinating, and I was so appreciative of getting this from them. Now, and so many beers on here no longer are produced, and some are. But I was so excited to get this. And they have some interesting information on Schlitz malt liquor. It says its combination of premium ingredients and outstanding smoothness gives this product an edge on all others. And it says Schlitz malt liquor is the standard for the malt liquor category. I'll go along with that. And then it says, then they talk about Bull Ice. Oh, I'm sorry, Red Bull malt liquor. Red Bull. I haven't done a video review of that, unfortunately, because I did a written review, but then I haven't been able to find it since I started doing written reviews, video reviews. It says Red Bull came out in 1985 as a line extension. It offers great flavor at a value price. I agree with that 100%. It's brewed in the traditional malt liquor manner for extra smoothness and mild flavor. And then they talk about Bull Ice. First ice brewed malt liquor produced by Schlitz Brewing in 1994 as their line extension to the ever popular Schlitz malt liquor. Ice lagered at sub-freezing temperatures until ice crystals form, giving this malt liquor a rich, crisp taste. So, really interesting when they had that Red Bull, that Bull Ice, and look at that cool Bull Ice can from 1996. Oh yeah, that was so fun. I wish I had that bottle. I bought this Bull Ice malt liquor in Tallahassee, Florida. I bought this in Queens, New York. What you know about that? I bought this in Oklahoma. What you know about that? At a liquor store. What you know about that? So it was full alcohol. I bought this in Shreveport, Louisiana, 12-ounce pack of bottles, 12-ounce bottles. What you know about that? Okay, so now, before this gets too warm, we don't want to drink malt liquor too warm. What you know about that? In 2005, they came out with the V.S.L, the very smooth lager, 8.5% alcohol, the Gold Bull, as we call it in the malt liquor world. Gold Bull is not sold around here, I hate to tell you. Only the original malt liquor, the Schlitz Blue Bull, the OML. If you go to Canada, they have a totally different beer. It's called Schlitz Extra Strong Beer. It's the Blue Bull. It's a different ABV than these up here. It's a Canadian version. Look at that thick white head and a gold appearance. Typical malt liquor, but really, Stroh's started the high gravity thing in 1994 with ice malt liquor Schlitz. I don't know what you call that, greenish gray bull, right? Greenish gray bull. 8.2% alcohol, so that's when the high gravity stuff really got rolling. Although I do prefer the 6% malt liquors, the old school malt liquors, if you will. But I bought this in West Louisiana. If you go to West Louisiana around Jennings and Vinton, Louisiana, you stop at the gas station, you can get the Schlitz V.S.L. Gets a poor rating on Beer Advocate, no shock there. It is made by a major company, so automatically they hate it. Sweet grains, which you're getting barley, malt, and corn, I'm sure. Since it's contract brewed by Miller's, probably yellow corn grits. Not too difficult for them to make a high gravity malt liquor or a regular malt liquor. By the way, if you go on the Miller brewing tour in Milwaukee, they really strongly emphasize their malt liquors. They're not ashamed of it. Like Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, they'll like try to like pretend they don't make malt liquors seem like. But if you go to Miller in Milwaukee, they like have a whole section about malt liquors and they kind of like brag on it. So you got to respect that. That's part of their little quiz. They give you a little test and they say, do you know what kind of beers these are? And it's pretty interesting. Really strong grain husk, sweetness, barley malt, a little bit of hop bitterness. There's a little bit. It's probably about 17, 18 IBUs to balance out the sweetness. Most high gravity malt liquors, or many of them, are pretty disgusting. Especially your off-the-wall outlaw brands like Camo, Black Ice, stuff like that. Dog Bite, that's foul stuff made by some pretty kind of questionable companies. I mean, they make the Dog Bite in Rochester, that's Genesee, Florida, Ice and Farm from Costa Rica, that's who owns it now. You got to question it, but when you're getting high gravity malt liquors from Anheuser-Busch, Hurricane HG, Miller, Steel Reserve, Triple Export in the 211 HG, or the Old English high gravity, or the Schlitz line, the Pabst high gravity malt liquors, then you can pretty much rest assured that you're getting a decent quality. You're never going to get high gravity malt liquors from them that are like too much grain husk or gross or make you sick after a while. I mean, they'll make you sick if you drink a whole 40, but you know what I mean? They're not like sickening and just horrible like those other ones. Horrible like Jaguar. I mean, it's a little too strong for me because I'm weak. I'll admit it. I'm not worthy. But it is great for what it is, a high gravity malt liquor. A lot of people can't handle it because you're weak like a mug. You're weak like a mug. I drank my coffee out of a mug in the morning. You heard me. But anyway, I like it. I have to admit. I've always been fascinated and in admiration of the Schlitz malt liquor line. And I'm in admiration of this. So drink it ice cold though. You don't want to let a high gravity malt liquor warm. No, you'll be very sorry. So if you mess with high gravity malt liquors or regular malt liquors, let me know. I'd be curious to see what you say. Hello. I think Schlitz V.S.L is mighty fine. I loves it, and I've been drinking it since it came out in 2005. So Schlitz Gold Bull, what you know about that? It's great. Let me know what you think. So I got that choo choo. I got that choo choo. I got that choo choo like the little engine that could. I think I can. 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 You know what? I know I can. I know I can.